This is another hip decompression drill, and it's going to target a slightly different muscle group. So a lot of people with back pain will also have groin pain. The hip, as we talked about in the propulsion video, the other decompression video, it should decompress and compress as we put weight in and out of the leg. Part of that decompression happens when you load the hip flexor, which is the other view, but it also happens when you load the groin. So the groin's big moment is also another part of hip decompression. So what we're going to do with this, again the same setup as last time, but shoot this front on because it's easier to see. You're going to get the 3 metatarsal heads, first, second, and third. So big toe for first toe, second toe. Push them down into the floor and straighten the back knee. You should that should bring your 4th and 5th to the floor. It's okay if your heel is quite low towards the floor here if you don't have the range of motion yet. If you've got good range of motion, you might find your heel is quite high. What I want you to do then is take a step forwards on the opposite leg and a little wider. So you've got a little bit more space here. Again, pelvis goes underneath the ribs, so from the side that looks like this. Pelvis goes underneath the ribcage, so I'm not behind you with my pelvis. Okay. So pelvis is underneath the ribs. What I'm going to get you to do is to do your best, and this is tough, to tuck your tailbone towards, if you're trying to curl your tail underneath yourself. So you're trying to bring your pelvis up. So if your pelvis is above the water, you're trying to tip it backwards. Keeping the knee straight, tip it backwards. That's quite difficult. You're going to feel that you want to bring your knee's going to want to bend. Do your best to maintain a straight knee, tuck underneath, and then send your pelvis off to the side. If you get that right, you should get groin stretch. Okay? Be careful when you start to send your pelvis off to the side that you don't lose movement in the foot. So if I go like that, I'm going to lose the stretch, lose the load completely. And again, if we can get the groin to load properly, we get the hip to start getting that decompression. Okay? So when you do this well, you should have a full tripod on the floor, pelvis underneath, a little bit of posterior tilt or tuck behind, and then send the pelvis across. So my foot hasn't really moved, I'm trying to send my belly button sideways. Might be a nice way to do this. As I do that, I get a big, deep groin stretch. Again, that is my hip abducting, extending, and decompressing. So I'm getting a lot of lovely load through here, posterior tilt, and it's going to help me to decompress that hip. For a person who's got back pain who doesn't get a chance to extend their hip well, this can be a magical experience to start feeling that. So please work on that. You should also feel at the very end of this stretch, if you get it right, a little bit of work being done in your glute on the other side. It might be huge because you've got the whole leg as well. You should get a little bit of glute load, okay? If you want to bring this a little further, you're comfortable in the exercise, take the opposite hand up. As you send the hips across, reach that hand across. So you're reaching it back in this direction. That allows me to send my pelvis further because I've got a counterbalance here, and I get a lot more load through here. Okay? Obviously you want to do this on both sides.